Hi, it's Tas again. Let's talk about Orion spaceship Pioneer crew, Zora and Helga, who returned recently from flyby mission around the moon. They got a fancy blue jumpsuits with a lot of sensors and became testing subjects for radiation protection equipment for the upcoming Artemis missions. The importance of radiation protection is well covered everywhere, and if we will take a moon exploration case from the gaming industry, we can easily recall the radiation protection suit from the first Doom game. So, both in games and in real life, goal stays the same: to keep astronauts' health points on the 100% level during their missions. And this time, Zora was wearing a radiation protection vest to analyze its effectiveness, while Helga was sent to the mission without additional protection. So scientists can get a better analysis of radiation impact on women's health because of the woman's greater sensitivity to the effects of space radiation. Well, of course, they were not real humans, and thanks to the technology evolution, we are not sending animals for the space flights anymore. Testing space flights with animals was a thing about 50 years ago, but thankfully no more. Fun fact, the last pair of living creatures were sent to orbit on May 2011 with the Space Shuttle Endeavour. There were two spiders, and the main goal was to study effects of zero gravity on their behavior and impact on patterns of web they weave. There was also additional study of floating spiders' impact on astronauts' life in the space habitat. And it went very well. Flying spiders is always a lot of fun. But back to Orion crew. The pair was half-sized mannequins made with materials that mimics human bones, organs and skin. So scientists can collect much-needed data for the upcoming crewed flight to the moon. While exploration is the main goal, safety first principle is also a key factor for mission success. As you might know, the motto "safety first" comes from the sea shipping, because both ship and spaceship are dangerous place to be. And in a sense, space travel have the same level of dangers as sailing ships did 200 years ago. If you have been on old ships like HMS Victory, you definitely was amazed how cramped they are and how dangerous they can be. Our ancestors will feel the same way about modern era space travel too. And as you know, no mission is ever made without commanding officer. So Zora and Helga also had a commander, Moonkin Campos, a full-size mannequin in spacesuit with a given name dedicated to the NASA engineer Arturo Campos, who saved Apollo 13 crew after the failure of power unit that supplied heat and electricity. Being a great engineer, Arturo predicted such scenario and prepared an emergency plan that will allow crew to survive with what they have left. Getting back to radiation, the dangers for astronauts are coming from galactic cosmic rays and solar particle events, also known as solar flares. Leaving Earth is also a dangerous endeavor because of the exposure during crossing of Van Allen inner radiation belt. This belt consists of most dangerous ionizing radiation and created as a result of Earth's magnetic field and collision between galactic cosmic rays with atoms of Earth's atmosphere. The lunar surface is a dangerous place too, with radiation level 6 times bigger than on Earth, so a range of different spacesuits needs to be prepared and tested before the journey. Moreover, suits for the lunar exploration are different from conventional spacesuits, which serve as autonomous spacecraft essentially, without protection from hard particles. But moon suits need to be much sturdier, because of the moon dust and bigger wear and tear. But this is not all dangers that can exist on the moon. If you have seen the Iron Sky movie, you know what I mean. That's it for today. Stay tuned for more and subscribe. See ya.